I'm making biscuits. I'm not sure if you can even see that, you know. Think if I pull it like that. Hold on. Bear with. Bear with, guys, bear with. I used to make these all the time. I used to love them. 4 ingredients: peanut butter, banana, 75. Peanut butter, banana, porridge oats, and what else is that? Peanut butter, banana, porridge oats, 87 in there, 87 grams. I have to say that because when I play it back, that's where I get my measurements from. Peanut butter, porridge oats, banana, honey, and honey. So I just put my peanut butter in. I'll do it by eye, but I am measuring, so 87. Going to try for 30 grams of, well no, maybe 40. 87, 97, 107, 117, 127. So that's 40. I normally wouldn't put 40 in, but I went a bit heavy-handed, didn't I? So life goes on and all that jazz. I'm trying to make something, so you know I did my chocolate mousse thing last night, something a bit crunchy to go with it. So then I just put a banana in, and this is a little one. It doesn't matter if it's not ripe. I mean, I've made them before and they're not ripe and it's absolutely fine. So you might need more than one banana. I might need it with all that bloody honey I put in. Don't want to make a big batch, you see. Honey. I want to make like little balls or something so I can put them in my chocolate mousse thing so I have something crunchy. So they are going to be biscuits but in adaptations. What did I say? Peanut butter, honey, banana and oats. But what I do is sometimes I put nuts and things in it as well, but I'm just going to keep this to the basics because I want to keep the calories down. So that's 179. So what I'm going to do is pause you while I mash all this up, bear with. So that's mashed now. Mash is easier if the banana's soft. I'm having a drink of this. These were in Farm Foods for three for £1. They've got no sugar, no calories, mango and violet with magnesium and vitamin C, D3, B6, B12, niacin and biotin. Just made from delicious natural mango and violet. Ingredients: water, citric acid, sweetener, stevia leaf extract, stevia, natural mango and flavours. But they're nice, and I just have it in a wine glass like that. It's very nice. Happy Friday. Don't really taste much, but they're refreshing. What else did I have to tell you? Just got something to tell you then. It's gone straight out my head. Oh, phooey. Right, so next is porridge oats. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put some protein powder in that. So, the scales have gone off again. I had something to tell you then and I forgot. Protein powder. What did we say with the scoop situation? You'd think I know by now, wouldn't you? So 2 level scoops is 45 grams. So if I put 22 in, because it is quite drying, isn't it, this? So, see, that's 29. I'm saying 2 level scoops is 45 grams. So that's not right. That is 29 in there. 1 scoop is 29. So, per 45 gram serving, 37 grams. Protein. 35 grams. Yeah, so I don't know, 45, so that's 30. So 30 grams of protein, 30 grams of that is 30 20, 10, 20, 30, about 22 grams of protein. So let's just be mindful as that scoops out. If you get that, the scoops out weigh it. It happens, doesn't it? It's not the end of the world, is it? It's just nice to know, isn't it? Now it's saying 29 again. Come on, go to 30. That's it. Right, and then I'm just gonna get another spoon. I'm gonna add some of this in as well because this is chocolate. Normally I add food flavouring, you know, like an almond flavouring, but I haven't got any, so I'm gonna add 10 grams of this. Yeah, so this will dry it out when I stir it up now. So, because that protein powder is really thick and drying. So I might not have to add as much porridge oats. But it'll be interesting to see what it turns out. As I say, I just said 30 grams and 10 grams, didn't I? I might remember it, but sometimes I don't, so I have to go back and have a look. So you can see that. It's dried it right out, hasn't it? Now, I don't want it too wet because I want them to be crunchy. Do you know what I mean? So, but as I say, I've never tried this. Normally I make biscuits. Normally at this point, I'd add more honey. But I don't want to because I do want it to take the oats and be a bit dry. And like I'm going for the crunchy effect. Whether it works is another story. But we shall see. So, put that back on there. That's saying 74, I don't know what for. And then where's my porridge oats, guys? So I'm going to add £30 grams of porridge oats. No, 40. Bit heavy-handed today, aren't I? 39, 40. So if you wanted to do this, you could have a little pen and jot it down. I've got me. Oh, mind you, you could go back to the video, couldn't you, like I do? But that's how I remember it. Now this is going to take a bit of mixing, so I'll get back to you. All right. So I've got one of these. It was in Home and Bargain. It was only cheap. I just put a bit of greaseproof paper there, and then it just saves you cleaning it. Do you know what I mean? They are non-stick, but hey ho. So I'm going to try and endeavour to do little balls, and we'll see what it turns out. Normally when I make like a slab, I cut it. I do gas mark 6 for 30 minutes. But I'm just going to have to watch these, so we'll see how it goes. But here goes nothing. Just think, if you don't try, you never know, do you? And this is how I used to be, always doing stuff and experimenting with stuff. And then I had my operation, didn't I? Which, you know, just like I had to rest and that. And I can't blame my operation because, you know, it's my own doing, isn't it? But I did sort of just lose sight, didn't I? And we all do it, don't we? Do you know what I mean? So, just doing them that big. As I say, I don't know what they'll turn out like. We all lose sight, we all lose our way from time to time, but what's important is that we find it again. A bit like I was just saying on the other video about CC, my dog. If you haven't watched it, that's what I eat in a day video. Then go and have a look. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, we sort of, as long as we pull ourselves back, you know, and we make sure that we do prioritise ourselves, because if we don't put ourselves at the top, then we can't look after anyone else. However, there is an order of you should be looking after first. Well, I think there is anyway. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes we lose our way, don't we? So I'm just going to finish off. I'm talking double Dutch, but if you watch my other video, you'll know what I'm on about. That's just who I am. I'm going to finish off doing these, and I'll be back to show you. So it's quite dry, the mixture, and quite pliable, so you're able to, I mean, obviously you can't if you keep pressing it, but I'll show you with the last one. Just sort of, well, this is the second to last one, just done them like that. Yeah, so as I say, I've never done these before, but Took my eye off the ball, didn't I? And then, you know, forgot why I started in the first place with watching what I eat, because I was overweight and my blood pressure was through the roof and I was on medication, you know, and my family's got heart disease. So, but I'm back on track. You know, let's see what they turn out. I've always just done stuff and it's always turned out okay. And you know what, even if they weren't, I'd still eat them. So they're them. They look nice, don't they? And I thought, put if them with a bit of the, you know, making me chocolate mousse thing. So it's just about ideas really, isn't it? And keeping it going, keeping that momentum going so don't get bored. Like Habit was standing in Aldi's today going, well, that's not really processed. But Janine, you're following the 80-20 rule, girl, so what are you doing? But I have to keep reminding myself. Anyway, gonna get these in the oven. Bear with. So there they are in all the glory. They were in gas mark 6 for 45 minutes and I turned them halfway through. They were in the middle shelf in the oven, and yeah, some of them look a bit bare, but they're not. I don't know what they're going to turn out like. I'm going to let them cool, and then I'm going to have one or two with a chocolate pudding after. Alright guys, so I've made me chocolate mousse. It's just chocolate Greek yogurt, 0% fat, chocolate greens, I'll put a picture of it all, protein powder and some milk. So I'm going to have half of that because I've made it to serve 2. So get a spoon that weighs 315. So I'm going to have what, 150, 155, 157. Quite a good amount. $156, how good's that? Come on, 157. So that's that. Then I'm going to put that in the fridge. I've got 2 portions of that. Put this, and then my little chocky balls. So feel quite hard, but desired effect. So get that out the way. I'm gonna break them up. Just gives it a crunch, doesn't it? You know, like something you get in your teeth into. Now, obviously I'm doing videos today, so I'm doing taste tests and trying. But they are nice then. Very nice then. For this portion, a snack, which is a pudding. It's 233 calories. No, 363 calories. But it's 5 grams of protein. No, 41.8 grams of protein and 5 grams of fibre. So I'll take that. So far today I've had to eat 834 and I've had loads to eat today. So it just goes to show when you when I eat rice and eat proper, it's a win-win, isn't it? I'm eating like food that's taken me a while to prep, but it's satiating and it'll keep me full for longer. So it was, just bear with me, let me go my meals. So to make this was the choc balls. It was 87 grams of peanut butter, 40 grams of honey, clear honey, a medium banana and 40 grams of oats, 2 scoops of the Worth Advanced Green Superfood, the chocolate blend, and 30 grams of the Psy Max Pro Vegan powder. Again, I'll put all this in. I got to make 16 balls out of that. And each ball, one serving, is 66 calories, 3 grams of fat, 3.5 protein, and nearly 1 of fibre. So I'm happy with that. And it's given me a crunch in me pudding. So, but I'll put all this in on the video. Okay. Spot on. Absolutely spot on. So, I put them in the oven. As I said, gas mark 6 for 45 minutes. But I turn them halfway through. Can't go wrong with that. And you could make the pieces even smaller because they've crunched up, look. And that's what I wanted. You know, you could have 4. It's like, but I wanted to make a pudding that I felt like I was having a pudding. And that certainly feels like a pudding. So that wraps up my biscuit making. Well, my little balls making. It just goes to show, if you think outside the box, have a go. I didn't know how they were going to turn out. They turned out well. Do you know what I mean? And it's a nice pudding that I feel is a treat. And will satiate my food noise, do you know what I mean? Which is the worst thing in the world, isn't it? Food noise, as we all know. So, try it. If you like it, tell me what you think of it. If you don't like it, tell me what you think of it. But have a go. And the other bit's going in the fridge. Lasts for a couple of days, that won't. It's only nothing in it. But you could put some fruit with it or anything, do you know what I mean? If you didn't want the biscuits. You know, to alternate, so you could have 1 biscuit for your tea with that, so and you've calories for your bit of fruit. So the possibilities are endless. But that wraps up my ball video for today. Sounds a bit rude, that, doesn't it? But you know what I mean. And I'll speak to you soon. As I always say, take care of yourself, be kind to yourself, look after yourself and love yourself. And don't be afraid to speak your mind, as long as you're not nasty with it. Ta-ra, guys.